Hey guys, today we're going to be going over a quick pro and con list of this Lasko space heater. I've been testing this heater out for about a month now, and overall I really enjoy it. Let's get straight into the pros. So pro number one is going to be that it has a ceramic element, which basically just helps us be more energy efficient. Pro number two is that it comes with a remote, and the remote even has a little spot for storage, so you guys could just slide it in right there, and that's where it stays. Makes it very hard to lose this. Number three is that this thing is really powerful. Because of its size, it really puts out a lot more heat than some of the other heaters I've tested in the past. I think that this is capable of helping heat up a garage or something like that if you guys have a freeze coming in, or maybe like a living room. This thing is amazing, but if it's too hot, you guys could always change the temperature or adjust the power to the low mode. While we're talking about settings, let's go into the next pro point. This thing has a lot of them. You guys have a timer, you guys have a temperature gauge, it oscillates, a low and a high mode, and a light that just indicates that it's getting power, and almost everything can be accessed as well on this remote. Now the next pro point is that this has a thermostat. So if the room gets above the temperature that you guys set this to, it'll actually turn off automatically so you guys won't get too warm. My last pro point is that this has real mechanical buttons, so you actually feel like some feedback when you press it in. I kind of just like that, where some just have a little touch button with no feedback. All right, now let's talk about the cons. There honestly aren't too many, but there are a few that I want to talk about. Con number one would be that there's no safety switch on the bottom. So if this gets knocked over, let me show you, it'll keep running. So that's just something to keep in mind. Some heaters have that little switch, some don't. Con number two is that the remote does not come with any batteries. Not a big deal, but some other heaters do provide those from the get-go. Con number three would be this timer. It was kind of confusing to understand, so let me go ahead and show you. So when you guys are setting the timer, it'll go to 1 hour, to 2 hours. Now when you press it again, you have a light on the 1 and the 2 hour. So it's kind of confusing. That just means it's 3 hours now. So you just add the times. We're gonna press it again. We're at 4 hours. Again, 4 and a 1. So once you figure it out, it's easy to understand, but it took me a while to actually understand what was going on with that. My next con would be that you can't mute the beeps that this fan makes, so this is pretty loud if you guys are trying to turn it off while someone's sleeping. And lastly, my very last con about this, probably my biggest con, is that there is no fan function on this thing, so it can only be a heater. You guys can't just do the fan function for white noise. But other than that, this is a great heater. And so far it's done a great job, especially as the weather is starting to get colder and colder. So anyways, that's just my really quick pro and con list of this Lasko space heater.